at everyone. How long has it been? I think I had a little bit of a break. When was the last time I went live? Let's see, mute this. Don't at me. I will at you whenever I want. At. Hello, Humpy. Hello, Humpy. Just heard I heard myself again. Apparently it was 5 days ago. You know they haven't fixed that bug, by the way? I said how there was a bit of a problem with, like, how some of this worked, and they decided it wasn't really an issue. So, you know. I guess I didn't quite finish up there, did I? Let's do some of these ones. I'll probably start heading up there. The laser artillery issue? No. It was the. Remember when I used the virus thing to remove the fucking virus things? Yeah, that's still a problem. They aren't fixing that, as far as I can tell. Okay, there's a lot of frickin' things going on. That's pretty cool. Did it just finish? Guess it did, huh? It's pretty crazy how effective this actually ended up being. So, realistically, not a major loss though, is it? Nah. So, realistically, by the way, we actually don't have a whole lot left to do. Like, cause I already got the research for the bullshit where I get to fucking do antimatter or whatever, or whatever the whatever the thing is. You know what I'm talking about. So at this point, I think I'm pretty much at the stage where I want to start considering. Well, I want to fix the oil first because I want to see if I could actually fix my fucking problems that way. Oil is a very important issue. Okay, how far up do we want to be here? Maybe like right there? Okay, let me just put one more nuke up there. That's probably all we need. There's nothing really in here, so I'm just gonna probably start it up there. Right, you heard about NIMBY Rails? It's a game full of retarded trains rail setups. That sounds like my kind of game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so let's start this thing. So I'm gonna finish the wall. Apparently I didn't finish last time, because I guess I was pretty tired after a certain point. Let's see here. Oh, they're hitting it. What the fuck? Motherfucker. My laser turrets. Anyway, I'll check out the game. I'm apparently supposed to also play Dark Side Phil at some point, or DSP. Oh. You fucker. Mike, streaming this ain't right. Dude, it's only been 5 days. Dude, how many days in a row did I consecutively play Factorio? I've been playing a ton of Factorio. Not to say it wasn't really fun. I'm definitely getting to that point where I'm like, you know what? I think I'm ready to finish off this factory, so, you know, That's how it is. Not enough. This is a great mod, by the way. Would highly recommend it. But it's one of those things. I'm not totally done yet, but oh. We're not quite at that point. Oh, we're out of laser charts. Alright, well. Give me 2 things of walls and then. How much is it requesting? 400? Let's knock those numbers up to 500. Let's see. Actually, I could just do. So, anti-biter virus capsule has been completed. We could start doing some more worker robot flying speed. I mean, you know, artillery shell range would be cheaper. Apparently, this doesn't affect the train as much, though. Because the train has really low range for some reason. Oh, well, because that's how they balanced it, anyways. I mean, this is already at, I believe, the unlimited one. Oh, no, we didn't even do the first one of this. Interesting. Yeah, but Japan's not going to get hit. Don't worry about Japan. Japan can handle itself. You know what? I like mining productivity. Oh, let's see here. Oh, we have one down here. I'll just finish hooking up the rest of this. Oh, you cannot build on shallow water. Only if you believe you can. Yeah, I think we're all good. There you go, that tank. Even though there's this really nice place here, I don't think I'm ever going to actually go into that, because there's no reason for me to. You know? So. Because it's just like, I think we're at the point now where we don't need that much resources, so. Alright, so let's go get some additional radars up here. You ate something that ain't really agreeing with me, and now you know it's going to end with an earth-shattering fart. Yeah, I know how that goes. I play with Pat all the time. It's how it always ends with Pat. Yeah, he's also around. Alright, I think this thing's done, so let's get it over here. I probably should actually just nuke these, actually. I don't know why I'm not. Because, yeah, we got these nice crude oils here, so. Okay. And Spidertron is running over. I wonder how much power do we even have? 40 gigawatts, yeah. Because honestly, there's still a little bit more we can make efficient in this factory, like these blue chips we can move over. I can upgrade all of these to the proper beacons, you know? Because now we actually have power for all of this research that we're so-called making right now. But like plastic's just a huge fucking problem right now. That's what I mean. If I could fix plastic, then I can reasonably just, you know, upgrade that. But, you know, it's going to be funny because it's like, how much oil do you bloody need, right? So it's just right now the oil is a bit low. So I'm figuring if this kicks up this production here, that would be kind of nice. Why are these all trapped? Why are you staying? What the hell? How the hell did it... I don't understand why it does that. Oh, is it need one here? Maybe. No. Because it should be chain signals. I don't understand it, to be honest. Alright. We got the rest of this. Can I have it follow me? Oh, I can. I don't think it actually follows me. No. Can't tell if it follows something. Disappointing. Alright. So let's see. I'm gonna just move this over here so that there's a backup power supply over here, and probably I'm gonna destroy one of those walls, or two of those walls. There you go, now they're connected. So I just have to put a radar in here and then we're good. So I have to just destroy these two walls. Oh wait, not that one. This one. Let's see, I can destroy all of that. Actually, maybe not all of that. I don't know. I like vision. The hell? How do I not have vision over there? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay, I think I got it now. Oh, I actually ran out of these things? Hopefully this guy has some. It does. Thank goodness for you, son. Alright. It's all good. And all we need to do is just... Oh, I can just disconnect all these too. I could just have Spidertron actually handle it while I go do something more productive. Although I may not have actual oil mines with me, so yeah, let's go get oil mines, I guess. Oops. Oh, you're done. I think you're done, right? Yeah, there's nothing else here. We've officially eliminated all the biters here. Officially contributing to global warming. I mean, it's Arctic right now, so it may not actually have global warming, you know? I may be solving a problem, an irreversible crisis caused by the biters and their hippie ways. So I don't know about you, but I think I'm the hero of this movie, you know? They would have destroyed themselves with their self-destructive tendencies of world peace. Because that it works that way somehow. Why is there a severe lack of... I feel like there should be more bots in this. Oh, wait, no, that has roboports. I don't really understand why it didn't work. Or you have officially contributed to global warming. Oh, okay, I think you're still talking about the food thing now, I just realized it. With your methane powers. I didn't quite catch on to that. I thought you were talking about something I was doing, because I'm killing them with nuclear fire, but, you know. Your flatulence is probably just as bad as nuclear winter. Alright. Looks like we're all good here. So there's some oil here, 2 oils here. So we have a good bit of leeway for like 2 additional oil stops, it looks like to me. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, there's actually another wall here somewhere. That one needs to go. We can just do it now. Actually, this is one of the ones that actually has a stop, doesn't it? This is not one of the self-contained walls? No, it's not. Yeah, you know what? It can just slowly do itself then. Why the hell is it? Okay. Did I never put the storage here? I did put the storage there. Why is it not working? Is that way? Oh, I never reconnected these. Oh. Oof. Okay, now you're part of the same robot network, yep. Alright. They'll do their thing. I'll just leave the road ports until last. Honestly, I can just go all the way down and destroy all of this. Oh, wow. That goes all the way this way, huh? Yay, more Factorio, yeah. We might be getting close to the end of this. Not gonna make any promises, but, you know. We're getting there. Not making any promises is almost like a promise, honestly. Good old railgun turrets. They served us well. Okay. So what we need... Oh, I had pump jack somewhere. Jeez, it's somewhere in here. Oh, there it is. Dude, too many items, man. Get like 80 of them. Okay, I feel like we have enough productivity modules. And speed modules. Maybe a good healthy mix of those. Destination full. Too much wood. Where's my fuel? Okay. It'll give me a couple more fluid wagons and we can go. Okay, let's go. So oil was the major concern that we had. And that is why we expanded here, because this gives us access to a good bit of oil, actually. So we will see how that goes. But, you know, to be fair, it's like, since we efficiency moduled our copper, it's like the copper is basically always running, too. You know? And then the iron is, like, over here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Like, it's just, we always have enough copper, we never have enough, oil, so. How's this going for, Oh yeah, I put 1,418 bots in this network. So when it actually gets the oil, it gets the oil, you know. These things are slow. Okay, there we go. The very first thing on the agenda. Oh, I may not. I didn't bring enough pipes for sure. Shit. Totally forgot to. Okay, you know what? You don't need so many of these laser things anymore. Anything else to get rid of here? Need 200 of these. I actually don't even need it to have rails. Like stops. I have the stops. Okay, we can keep that though, because we're gonna need more rails, I think. Also, why does it not have enough fucking construction bots? I have it telling it to get. Oh, they must be like getting eaten or something. I don't even know. I'll explain why he doesn't actually have enough fucking construction bots or anything. How goes the factory? It goes pretty good. The factory is growing, as it should. All right, so it is going extremely well. Okay, let's do the module inserters. We're getting pretty close to where we kind of want to be. Where's module inserters? Okay, that's looking kind of good. Cool. I feel that solar is now twice as big as your factory, unquotes. It's a solar powered factory. It's fine. That's how factories are meant to be, powered by solar. I also was copying over oil. Yeah, I don't want that. Actually, I do want that. I lied. Let's do... Yeah, we're gonna have to do something weird here. Okay. Big electric poles in the way. Oh, this one is. Hopefully that wasn't a load-bearing one. It was not. Oh, wait, wait. It may have been. No, it's not. Oh, there it is. Spider-Tron's right here. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cold over here today. Apparently there's some, like, Arctic bullshit that came through over here, so... I don't even know why. Also, this thing is still, like, really low. I'm just gonna give it another 40. I don't quite understand why I don't quite have enough, but whatever. I guess I only really need 60 for myself. I have to figure out why it's actually slowed down. Cannot reach. I'm in a giant spider. What do you mean I can't reach? We're gonna have to make this into a proper roundabout as well. I forgot about that. Actually, we can just do... chain signals. Alright. We got 4 inches of snow? Holy shit. That's a lot of snow. Yeah, we haven't really gotten any snow. We had like some flurries yesterday, but it wasn't anything major. Thank goodness, I don't really like snow. Oh, well now I realized why his bots are missing. I was wondering where the fuck they were. Okay, there you go. Why is that the only one that gets anything? What on earth? It's just filling up this one single container first. How the fuck? Okay. Who might argue with this thing? Got 20 this past week, so 4 inches is a dusting this week, yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh, and I had my Spidertron actually. It's bringing me some pipes and stuff. It's kind of nice. Actually, it didn't even get to fall. Interesting. Let's see. Well, I'll try and at least have them shared by one, but it's not always possible. Okay, let's do that, and module insert all of that. Oh, that's the only one that's not powered right now. Oh. Actually, no, that works. Cool. I need to build Spidertron. Just finished the research. No more 2-minute trips from the end of the base to the mall. Yeah, it definitely comes in handy. I'll tell you that much. All right, so oil. I don't think any train has actually come here yet, so it's a very simple. Oh. I probably should just set them up all to only allow for one. You know, because then you have multiples waiting, and they're dumb when they wait. I may not have gotten more fuel when I was at base. So what I will do is I might give it some coal or something. Or no, it can be. It can actually be fueled by biomass. So there you go. Yeah, that should be enough to get it where it needs to go. It'll be slow, but you know, it is incredibly slow. What is the vehicle speed on this? Actually, just 80%. It's almost like it's the green bullshit that it had before. It's kind of funny. I enjoy that. I lurk you often. Thanks for the content. I enjoyed this factory's progression. Oh, thanks a lot, man. It was my pleasure. I have a lot of fun playing this game. It is nothing but fun for me. Okay, this is a very long stop. Let's get some. Let's see. It was an incredibly long playthrough too. So that's the way we want to go. There was someone on my Discord that's been trying to set up trains and stuff, which is kind of funny. Join the train club. Alright. You can always tell I make these elaborate train setups essentially every time I play this game. So I'm going to say just one limit. I should look at a lot of these other oil stops, make sure that they don't have more than one. Yeah, like that one. Your first Deathworld Krastorio 2, you planted trees like crazy, 2 million trees, and only used wind until fusion. I have to say, I was part of how all 3 got nerfed. I mean, wood is still really OP though, but yeah. It's definitely strong. see. Oh, I'm actually on top of the oil. The other things I think that are too powerful are like biomethanol is really flippin' strong. Biomethanol is like I use that to basically get unlimited power. I think things like the things that what's it called? The things that give unlimited power, I feel should really be adjusted because unlimited power really shouldn't be a thing. Kind of like because I don't get why they basically remove the unlimited oil from the regular game, but you know, still doesn't do anything, right? Because there's just other sources of unlimited resources, essentially. That's all they've done. Because unlimited resources aren't exactly the most interesting things on the planet to have. Because I kind of like the fact that they did make it finite in this mod, you know? Because they did mix it up a fair bit when they did do that. The whole pack of op things, they removed oil, so you'd have to use matter conversion. The pack was meant to be op if you paid for the setup cost. Yeah, I guess so. Still kind of weird to me. Probably just hook these guys up together. I'm kind of moving that into... we're not going to need stone for the rest of this. It'll be okay. Okay. Your whole mega base ran on wood. Use wood for matter and power for wood. Yeah, that's essentially what I actually ended up doing. Something similar to that. I thought it was pretty broken, actually. Did I fuck this up? Oh. Only slightly. There you go, that's the last one here. There's one more to do. Then I'm gonna hook up probably like 2 more oil trains. Because I never see them come over here, so I think it's now just a matter of 2 little oil trains coming over. I can't even see it in this. Okay. Then we'll put some these beacons down. Laying keystone. I'm not sure I fully understand what you mean. Alright, let's do power from up here. Okay. Now we just need a ton more oil trains. We should just come down here. Yeah, you know, I just don't care about this thing. So, you know what, we're gonna just head back to base. I'm not gonna perfectly disassemble all these walls, it doesn't make any sense. It's a waste of time. I'm not even getting these resources back. I will disassemble this train stop, though. Just so the train no longer comes there. It's like more railgun shells. Yeah, that should be good enough. Oh, the pipeline, yes, yeah. Well, you know, my whole idea was that I was going to have a couple more oil stops, because for some reason, like, these are full. Like, they just never go there, but, you know. But there isn't, well, it's starting to have enough oil-ish. I just need, like, 20 more trains, honestly. Where's my, oil train things? This one. Okay, I just don't have any oil trains right now at all. There we go. What, is this too much wood? I think it's just the limit's weird. Because it counts trains going towards the destination. Okay, I think if I put down 2 more, it'll be okay. It's a lot of fucking oil trains. And then I have a lot of, like, raw mercerite, too. Well, we'll see if this does the trick. I have a limit of 3, so there's... Yeah, actually, we could have 4 here. It's because it's in transit ones, too. I don't know how much it's actually consuming here, because it looks like this stuff has way more wood than it knows what to do with. This one puts it down into... Is it full on coom? Yeah, the coom is full. What the hell? Where's the coom train? It's got nothing to do, because there's no more shit to make. So we're full on coom. I like how smart these trains are, though. And for some reason I hear, I saw a fucking huge thing of this. Wait, why are you here? Oh, because you're trying to leave. The oil trains shouldn't really come back here, so that's why I'm just letting them leave. There you go. This one's gonna go some other direction. Actually, I just noticed, is there 2 signals there? Or was I... Yeah, there are 2 signals here. You can get rid of one of those. There you go. It's a high traffic area, but it actually will be better now, just because like I removed some of the oil from this. There's your other things here. Cool. So it now says oil baron home is full, but it can only accept 3 of each. So there you go. Look at that, completely full now. So why can't this... Oh, because it's full on plastic. Okay. Does plastic have enough throughput now? Yeah. It's getting all the plastic it fucking needs now. So that's no longer a problem now. In fact, it's like full on that stuff, so okay. What's the slowest part of the factory now? Copper plates and enriched copper. Seriously? Huh. Is there some kind of like throughput issue here? Because I see this is not going that fast. Sulfuric acid. What's the sulfuric acid situation like? Not great. Is it a petroleum issue? It is. Well, I said at some point I was gonna... Oh, yeah, right. This was actually getting a lot more petroleum before. Forgot about that. I kind of had the intent of upgrading this guy, so I guess I'll do that right now. There was a plan in motion. So what we need to do is we actually need to just copy these guys. It's like that. Question is, do we just start again? It's got like lots of oil, right? Yeah. Because I feel like I should just do that. Why is there an oil coming from up there? Oh, right, that's the oil that comes from the locally sourced one. Okay, let's do this. Why is steel pipe in the way? Oh, that one is. That's where, you know what, we're just going to delete these for now. Okay. Where's this stuff going? Oh, it's going somewhere up there. It doesn't matter. And I guess that's how I got the oil to come in as like fast as possible too. Oh, that's not going to be correct at all. It needs to come from the top now, unless I want to switch these. Actually, you know what? I don't mind switching that. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I do need to reverse this somehow. Let's do that. Oh, you can't quite do that. Well, you can. Will I even need to do anything to that? I don't think I really do. I think the amount of petroleum it makes is probably going to be leagues better than what it was doing before. Anyway. Yeah, that's light oil. Where did heavy oil go for? Oh, it's because it just went over there. And I guess that one was something like right here. Probably gonna need to be a little bit faster than this. So I do. Yeah, I can just copy this entire unit over or something. I like it being hooked up, but it doesn't need to be. Different fluids, my ass. Okay. And then I do need to kind of hook this up to power somehow. Alright, Dream, is that's enough? Oh fuck, GG started milking the stash and guild stash with MTXs? Oh god. Do I want to know, or do I want to know? Okay, so light oil is now full. And petroleum is now full. But petroleum is not actually full. So petroleum's a liar. Now this one I could upgrade as well, because I made those really highly efficient ones before as well. I might need it, actually, to be fair. Yeah, we're gonna need those. We need these suckers. The ones that make a lot of noise. Oh. Do I just axe it? Yeah, as long as it's doing that, I have to. Do something with that later. This is the... Okay, we can just go like down like that. water is coming from like over here or something? Yeah. We're here going ham. How do I get it into here though? Honestly, does it matter? I can just bring it into that fluid line. It's a water. Well, no, it can't bring enough petroleum out. That's a water problem. It's always a water problem. Oh, there you go. It's a little bit. Okay, now it's just light oil, so that's okay. As long as it's going down, I don't really care. And they're all going, so petroleum should be back up, which means this guy's back up to some degree, which means this one should be back up. Yeah, it's going along, but it is going. I think it needs more delivery instructions, but actually I think they're all working anyways. Fluid ingredient shortage. Oh, it's water. Maybe we just need more water than this. Try and give it 20k instead. Has everyone played a Factorio C-block plaque? I tried it. I couldn't quite get into it. It was difficult for me to get into. I was hoping this would improve with a little bit more water, but it looks like there's just a water. This one's fine. It's this one is the only issue. In fact, the rest of them are okay. It's literally just this one. Wonder why that is. Because it just sucks it all out. The weird thing is I actually added additional water pipe here, so it's improving slightly. Let's try 30,000. I think I just need more water in the system. But it does significantly solve the problems we were just having. Rocket fuel, oh god. So these we haven't solved yet. Sand doesn't matter. It's enriched copper right now. Oh, there you go. That's looking a little bit better. Raising it to 30,000 definitely is fixing it. Now there's enough oil here, so now like the plastic's completely blacked up too. Yeah, okay. I think that's all we need to do. We need to put to 30,000. I may have been a little bit optimistic with how low I put it. It can't get rid of it fast enough, so. Okay. So what we will do now is I think we'll now go fix the rocket fuel. We can do rocket fuel and we can do like this regular fuel stuff. You know what we could also do? We could just, right now, we could go make the final objective thing if you guys want that. I mean, well, you know, let's make it actually. Let's make the intergalactic transceiver then. Where the fuck is it? Alright, this little sucker here. So we're just gonna have a largish thing to just request everything it needs. I think we only really need one of these. But it can take up to 60 gigawatts to charge. We have 48 right now at our disposal. We could just, you know, copy another row of this, sure. You gonna end the factory run once you fire that thing up? Meh, I don't know actually. I'll try and optimize the rest of this crap that I had, like the fuel and stuff. That's just the question, is how close are we to the end of this, you know? Where's energy control units? What do you slow down by? Oh, lithium sulfur batteries, and I'm gonna take a wild guess. And I'm gonna say that's probably because of our, where the hell are there lithium sulfur? Oh, right there. Oh, did it, like, not hook up something? What? Yeah, it just doesn't get enough sulfuric acid. Oh, petroleum is down again. What the fuck happened? Okay. One sec. Oh, I didn't make a place for this to end. Whoopsies. Let's go. Alright. There you go. Now we're up to 50k petroleum now. We can also nice enough we can just get rid of some of this stuff too. That's what I mean. I don't think it's gonna be that easy, you know, because we still have a lot of requirements here to get out of the way. Let's see here. I screwed up something. Yeah, that's a nicer one to get rid of. Why can't you get rid of anything? Oh. Just want to get rid of Sunstiff's pipes. Yeah, we're unlikely to just say we're done. I still feel there's a lot more to do. I don't think it's that easy to get into the end game. I think it's actually going to be a hell of a lot harder than that. It hasn't even made a single one because of the energy requirements for this one. But it's starting to come through now. Just gonna have a quick peek over here. See what I can do to help this. I think I needed another setup for this. Because it just doesn't get patrolling fast enough. Yeah, I think I might actually refactor this one slightly. Let's try some things out with this. Because it's too fast. That's what the problem is. So this makes 13, takes away 9. Something like that. Takes away 17. How much is this making? How much is this one making for just like one thing? Actually, I could divide it by 4. 164. And this makes 210, 40? What the fuck? Oh, because I have this going much faster than it should be. So, yeah, I should remove some of these, actually. Not add more. Yeah, I want a little bit below 164, to be honest. Yeah, that looks a little bit more manageable, actually. You can stand to have a little bit more than that. Just like this and flip it. Because this one will use only 174 petroleum opposed to this one using 500. It makes a difference, believe me. Capitalism never ends unless you escape to space. Nope. Nope, it never does truly end. Okay, so we'll do something like that. It does mean we need to bring a bunch of water here and stuff, but... So we kind of know that the petroleum is no longer the problem here. Why is this... Oh, wait. This is not... Wait, is this the oil? Yeah, that would be the oil. Oh, wait, no, that's not oil. What the hell is that? Nothing. That's what that is. Absolutely damn nothing. I'm just trying to figure out how to... This doesn't even go anywhere. Okay. Now, after solving yet another random ass problem with my setup here, yeah, that's the way we want that to be. And this was, I guess, the old petroleum setup I had going before. So it's already filled up, actually. Funny enough. All that sweet, sweet water. Okay, it's merged somewhere. Where is it merged? Why does it think it has 18K? Oh, because it's connected over here. That's so weird. Because the pipes kind of connect, but they never actually do anything else other than that. Okay, this is not getting any iron. Okay. Let's see if that kind of helps out. Because, like I said, I doubt that thing even makes close to the amount that it should be making. Okay, it's not getting enough water now. Because all the water is... How much water does this consume? A lot? That's a lot of water. Okay. Alright, we gotta now figure out how to solve this massive water problem. What uses the most amount of water, I wonder? I think I just need to add a couple more pumps to this, maybe. I don't know. Pumps solve everything, guys. Alright, cool. I honestly want to give it slightly more water than that. This one doesn't even get water, look at that. That's so lame. So this uses 30 water every second, and this uses 100 water every second, so this is definitely the one that's the problem. Jeez. Alright, time to throw more fucking things at it. Did Tim Curry ever say anything about the amount of water that you need to run a factory in capitalism? I hope he did. I hope he had some good advice. God knows I need it. Okay, it has too much of this now. I could just kind of bring it to the other side. Should probably, like, pump it over there, actually. There you go. Okay, I can't possibly get that going any faster than that, so... We actually might just need some more things to barrel it, because look at that. That's ridiculous. But I already consider this a great success. This actually doesn't get enough barrels. So I'm going to request 5,000. This one can request 5,000 as well. I don't know where all the barrels are being made. They're like right here. This little guy. I mean, it still has like a lot of empty barrels though. Oh. Hopefully I hook it up here. There you go. And I don't even really need to speed module this either. I mean, I could. There you go. Gotta go fast. That should be all the sulfuric acid we need. So this right here is more like what we wanted to see. Even though, actually, honestly, I can't believe I'm saying it, but it's actually too fast. Oh no, never mind, it's not. I thought it was. It's just not emptying out fast enough. But it's just not enough water. Still, not enough water. If you guys can believe it. Look at that. I guess I'm not going to babysit this thing and deal with water issues forever. But our petroleum is low, because our oil is low. How is our oil low? Wow, are you kidding me? Did all the oil stops stop? What the hell happened? I mean, I did add like 4 trains to the network, so maybe they all can't go anywhere. Where's another oil? Never would have guessed this was the problem. I want these new ones. How do I hook that up even? Let's do... How do you... G? Oh, yeah, that's the one. There you go. That should do it. Now it has oiled for days. Because there's 2 trains that can potentially go here. And how many trains can go here, too? Okay, well, I can raise this limit by a little bit. Oh my god, dude, what the fuck is with this one? Okay, you need to stop. I don't know why I gave this fucking train stuff, like, that much, like, 2 stops of, potential oil. But here's another one that's, clogged up and can't go anywhere. But these ones never get touched. They never come here, so... That was kind of the intent with this whole strategy. Well, you know, it is what it is. This factory is more thirsty than Key. It fucking is. That's saying a lot. Because the thing is, it doesn't actually need that much petroleum. It just needs enough. And unironically, it's... What the hell? I want to give it another one of these things. Oh. Needs a bit more output than that. Oh, I may have fucked that up. There you go. That should be going to both sides. They each have one distinct thing for each one inside of these, so there you go. Yep. And now they're actually coming to and from as well, which is nice. $100K? What the fuck? Well, at least this is done. Keep running into these what the fuck situations. That's also done, okay. Okay, so because sulfuric acid is now kind of in a happier state of mind, it looks like. I'm actually gonna just not do that. I'm gonna just keep it equalized. So how are batteries now? Doing pretty good. Let's have a look here. Yeah, that's making him at a pretty much 100%. Okay, so that's no longer a problem in this factory. Alright, cool. Rocket fuel empty barrels, so we're making barrels, so that's not a huge problem. Energy control units are still slow. They're now making as fast as they can, so we can just double this guy up, actually. There you go. Now those are going too. I don't know how many we need though. So we'll see how that does, and then if it's more, then I'll just copy some more, and that's it. So our demands actually might be really high for this. You know what, I'm gonna say double it. How the fuck? Oh. I fucked that up. These are using the good old legacy road ports. Let's go get copies on these. I'm doing some shit over here. I don't really care about this one too much. No Mercer plates. Well, no, we got 188, so that's not the case. Okay, energy control units. I still don't like the fact I'm just not seeing them fucking fix themselves. Oh. Might as well, right? Alright, let's go see if our intergalactic transceiver finished. Looks like it did. So, let's see, where are we going to place this bad boy? I'll probably put it right up here. So we do have 72 gigawatts at our disposal, so you know, that's the thing. Let's see here. There's something I want to do. I want to get rid of all these oil pump jacks. That's the first thing. So let's see how this guy works. I'll just put it down here then. Charging. It's gonna take a while. It's using all 72 gigawatts now. Because it counts as a giant accumulator. Honestly, this doesn't look like it's gonna take that long, I'm not gonna lie. So, someone in my comments wanted a factory tour, so, you know, I probably should do a factory tour at some point. If you want to place one of that, so place it carefully. Okay. Well, I placed it, so. It's okay, because this top part I don't really care about, so. I mean, can it not make another one? Because it just made another one. So. I don't really want to see what happens when you place another one, so. Hopefully it'll be okay. I gotta say, antimatter feels a bit overpowered. You can make N, but only place one. Okay, well. I did it. I mean, it's nice in the center of the base, I guess so, but it's fine up here too, I don't really mind. So, did plastic fix itself, like, completely? Yeah. Oh boy, actually. Look at that. Look at it eat the plastic. I actually might need more plastic than that. There's enough coming. There's like, oh my, I have 4 plastic trains. 4 of them. They're going. I did relatively fix it though. It's as good as it's ever gonna get. I do find it super amusing. This is what it took to do it. Yeah, 4 is actually enough for this. Because you have a constant stream of plastic just coming in all the time. I mean, we could make an additional plastic stop. Look at that. And that one goes, and then here it comes in. How's our transceiver going? Oh, we could just actually just wait for this guy, honestly. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, if I had the option, I think the only other things I'd fix is, like, I guess, like, my rocket fuel and low density... Well, low density structure is guaranteed to be starting to run out because of plastic bars. Look at that. So to fix plastic, what I would literally do is I would actually just copy and paste that entire bloody setup I made. So this entire thing, where it's just processing, fracking, like basically cracking oil down to nothing, and putting it into plastic things, I'll just have another one. I honestly, like, I think though, it would be fine the way it is, because like I do have like a lot of plastic stops here I can have. So actually, that's what I would do. I would just add another stop here for plastic. Because it's actually the train throughput isn't enough. Because we have it in this storage, but we can't get rid of it fast enough. Which is literally the weirdest thing, actually. So it is actually very fixable. Because this one just doesn't get touched at all, because it's constantly trying to take it from the closer one. But yeah, that's what we would need. I don't know if I should start on that now or what. It just feels like in this mod, the plastic problems are never ending. And, I mean, rocket fuel, I just have to put it with the... I didn't efficiency module that at all, I think. Yeah, it's just the default stuff. Actually, what kind of modules do I even have in there, I wonder? I get why they did the fuel things now, because they didn't want you to use the, I guess, the endgame chemical plants for this. Yeah, so there's no modules on this at all. So, I mean, if I want to be smart, I would just, you know, put the speed module in all this. Actually, does this even count as something? Yeah, it is something you can practically module. So, ironically, ideally, you'd want to actually hook a lot of that stuff up to other things, so. Kind of cool. Well, you know what? I guess I'll give a tour of my factory since we're all at it right now. So, so the factory started up here. So this is this is where the spaceship landed. So I played Deathworld, and so I kind of played on a way where there was like a little bit of water defense around me. But it was still touch and go. Don't kid yourself. It was really touch and go. But we did disassemble the base at some point. But yeah, we had a belt base right here, essentially. So I ended up making a couple of this rare metals has lasted since the beginning of the game. So I have to say, rare metals did not come hugely in handy actually at any point. Well, like they were a requirement, but we didn't need that much of it for some reason, or my efficiency of mining it was really high, or something. I did have to make a couple more stops, but this one just never got eaten for some reason. Like this one's lasted since forever. This is the second one I think I ever got into. And yeah, here's some uranium stops. So the way I do it in required missing fluid, I guess it doesn't have sulfuric acid. So the way I've learned to do my stops, because they've actually changed it over time. So what I do is I just set a train limit on an iron stop, and I name them all iron. And then the iron is iron. The iron home is right here. So literally, all the trains have the same condition. It's like iron until 120 seconds have passed, just to keep them moving, or they have full cargo inventory, and then they wait until either 120 seconds have passed to keep them moving, or they empty out. So that's kind of my train conditions. So I have like a double track here all the way around basically all the territory. So I ended up basically going over here to just slightly farther away from my main base, essentially. Um, just, because the resources were plentiful over here. The further you go away, it's like, the further you go away, the more plentiful the resources become. So making your next base a little bit farther is usually a good idea. So yeah, I have a wall system where it has double lines of laser turrets and laser artillery usually. Yeah, right there. I found the laser artillery to be the most consistent for defending. Railgun turrets served as a good intermediate while I was still getting that up, but the weapons that they add to this game were like, I think they were overkill, honestly. Because I felt like I was unsure about, there was a certain kind of biter I had here. This one, the Behemoth Snapper, sorry. The snappers, I wasn't sure about adding into my mod, but apparently with Krastorio it makes a lot of sense because the biters are then too easy then. I felt they were difficult up until probably 10 or 20 hours in. Anyway, so we have still one of these oil setups because I just haven't gotten rid of all of it. I guess just not enough trains are moving around. Because I have like right now, this is like 14 trains with oil stops. So that's a lot of trains. But that's the nice thing about making a nice self-automated system of this kind, because then you just basically go and say, oh, I'm going to basically just, add additional stops and then add more trains to the network, and then you're done, essentially. So this coal has also been here. Coal has not been too useful either. Coal has been very useless as well, which you can either use for petroleum liquefaction, which I didn't, or you can use it for breaking it down into matter, but I do my matter conversion here. So I do all my wood to matter over here, essentially, and it comes over to this stop over here somewhere. It's Coombe Home. So I only have like one or two, literally one train bringing the matter to the base. I decided because it takes up so much space, it would be better served outside of the base. And I did the same thing with wood as well. This actually duplicates the exact same wood setup that I had before, and I just kind of did the rate calculator to see how much it would need to break down to basically make the maximum amount of matter per second. But yeah, I made the wood outside the base too, so I just was like, okay, I never got to deal with wood again. It's just gonna come over here, and then we won. With Lazy Bastard as well. Nice. So I kind of figured we were close to the end of this as well. So I'll press continue for now. Yeah, so we have the wood here. We have oxygen here, once again. Things that just take up a lot of space, I just train into the base because it takes up much less space if I do that. Wow. That only took 118 hours. I actually didn't look at the stats at all, to be honest. I probably should have looked at the stats. We'll look at the stats later. But yeah, I make ammonia here too. Actually, ammonia's been used a lot. Probably because all the I don't know. But yeah, I'm making rocket fuel out of ammonia because I figured that was free. And it only takes up space and electricity, so that's kind of what I have going here. I didn't even bother with solar this run, by the way. There was no solar I did at all. So the only belts I have in the system is, besides the couple that you see in the base occasionally, is this thing. This is the last belt outpost I ever made, and simply because it lasted this long. My other belt setups are like this, where I'm just unloading and loading into passive provider requests, chests, and stuff like that. So I ended up having a peak of 25,000 bots into the system. I made too many construction bots, I'll say that much. That was too much. It was ridiculous because I made such a huge base, and I had thought I would basically need all this space, but apparently after I got into beacons and production modules and stuff, productivity modules, which I'd intended to do at some point, as soon as I got into these guys, then it was frivolous at that point. Then I didn't actually need all this space that I got here. This base is about, like, you see all this space is about half the size of that, of actual usable space, so... Is it doing anything else, this thing? I guess not. Oh, no power. So that was pretty fast of a victory, I'll say that much. So yeah, the oxygen kind of comes here, it empties out into barrels. I use barrels as to basically supply the base with these, because you know oxygen's a fluid. I use it to just bring it over to like little stops, like wherever I need oxygen. I forget where I need it. I think I need it for something else. Oh yeah, I remember now. I need it for biofuel. So it just comes over here. It requests oxygen, unloads it, puts it back in, etc. So that's all the biolabs. I really didn't need them because if I look at biomass, I have still 38K inside of the network. So because of just all the ones I removed, I never actually at any point during this run, I don't think I ever seriously took biomass seriously, which is one of those things that I always had a great access to, essentially. Oh hey, look, sulfuric acid is back to full. So some other things about my system. So those are my outposts, essentially. Just like I go here, I started to put in productivity and speed modules into these mines because that was kind of fun. But that was pretty much it. I have a little supply chest, so just so there's a place to empty out all the crap that it has. So, but like I said, I ended up not retiring many of these bases. So, Victory Royale. Like even this one, I just deconstructed. I never came here to deconstruct it for real. It just wasn't worth the time. I was just like, fuck it, who cares? So, yeah. So I guess I'll go get more into the petroleum setups if anyone missed it. So I kind of determined pretty early on, at least when it came to oil, that there's only a couple things that you ever used. So heavy oil is only used by whatever this stuff is, the lubricant. So I have barreling of lubricant here. I have barreling of petroleum because I intended to at some point put this stuff on the network because petroleum is used. It needs petroleum and oxygen for labs. So I was gonna like hook that up to something. And then water here as well, because water is needed to kickstart the ore process as well. And then I had some dynamite here just so we had antimatter explosives, which we kind of played around with already. So I don't think there's much else here to play around with other than infinite researches. So yeah, so that's kind of what I did here for fluids. And then also light oils required for these guys right here, to making the fuel for the trains. So I just made a lot of it. Like I said, I could have done some kind of beacon setup, but that was my intention. But like at this point, like we're at the end of the game, so I guess I'm not going to ever do it. So I mean, I could hyper optimize the base and try and do the endless researches. I'll leave it up to you guys if you guys want to see that. But yeah. So getting back to this, so I made 2 sulfuric acid setups. You saw this one just today because I was just like, we are having such sulfuric acid issues. But that's the one big consumer of petroleum is, well, one of 2 of the big consumers. But this can be hooked up to its own self-contained system, even though we need a lot more oil than this. This can basically kind of support, just one stop off for oil can support all this sulfuric acid essentially, and all the other things it needs like heavy oil and stuff. So even though it's like not getting rid of it all, look at that, light oil, heavy oil, and it's completely full, all of these things. Even though I have cracking setups down here as well. I have my landfill thing here just because whatever. So going back to more over here, so as you know, I give my trains the conditions of copper to copper home. So they basically come here, they unload their cargo, they just go to the first free copper stop that they can possibly get to. So what it does is it comes here. So this is a self-contained copy and pastable system because of the fact that these chemical plants require to make enriched copper, they require a bit of water and stuff to get going. And they just make dirty water, so then I just take the dirty water, I recycle it into rare metals. I guess I was doing that because I was running out at some point, but I guess I didn't really need that, did I? So to make rare metals, I discard of the contents immediately, so with active provider chests. And yeah, and it also gets sulfuric acid to do that that breaking down into good plates, essentially. So yeah, that gives you an enriched ore. Enriched ore then goes up to the furnaces up here, which also are sped up in productivity. Do that crack? I don't know. So I made 2 things for copper, even though both these can't. If I actually did a rate calculator on this, they can't both 100% efficiently do it because it uses up. If you look here, 100, and only it used up 100, but only produced 76. The idea was that the ratios are perfect enough so I could have 3 lines of furnaces and 2 things of enrichment. But like I said, I never got to that point because I didn't need it. Um, it's only if like we decide to really make it super base here, kind of a thing, which I might. I'll decide on that because my UPS is still really good. You can. That's thanks in part to these really efficient assembling machines that they have in this mod. So these are my copper cables go in by loaders into these electronic chips essentially. So I just made a beacon setup. So I work based upon blocks. Apparently that was a mistake, and I should have done it based upon the chunk grids. But you know, it is what it is. I have a bit of steel and coke processing here too, just to kind of get resources going here. Uh, you know, we got plenty of coke and we got plenty of steel, so we don't need either of these. Even though for some reason I don't think I see the coke here. Output full, that's why it's complaining. Oh, I have coke in the chest, that's why. Yeah, because every setup was a little bit more elaborate than the other. Glass ended up being really not needed near the end. Glass is like a thing that pained me for most of the game, but this one is just like, yeah, glass is like whatever. Here, and then I have some beaconed setups for whatever this stuff is, lithium. So lithium was kind of important for a great deal of time there. It's needed for like some power stuff and whatever. Then I have the same thing with silicon. I made a really elaborate setup for this one too. Very happy with this one. Actually needed a lot of silicon, so I made 2 things of silicon. So by the way, everything is completely bot based. I just want to make 100% bot based because I like doing that kind of stuff. So this is just basically, yeah, it doesn't care. It just like the bots handle everything, all the requests. They transfer all the items around, which is nice. It's fun. Then is this sulfurica? This is hydrogen chloride. So you kind of make a place breaking up hydrogen chloride out of sand, and then it kind of, you put it back together into another fluid, which whatever makes sense, I guess. But yeah, I have apparently a little bit less of hydrogen. I had this whole setup here to get rid of the excess hydrogen because that was kind of a problem for a little while there. Because chlorine is needed for something separate. Hydrogen chloride is needed a lot for various reasons. And oh yeah, this is a barrel loader actually. So what this one's pretty interesting. So what happens is one of the outputs of lithium is it takes in. Oh no, it works like this. So it makes where's the crack stuff? Where's it at? Oh, right here. So it's really complicated. So you make lithium chloride, you make hydrogen chloride by right here, like with hydrogen and chloride. And so what happens is it comes over here. So this needs mineral water and hydrogen chloride to break this down into whatever this stuff is. What is this stuff called? Lithium chloride, that's what that is. So with the lithium chloride, you then use that into these machines, which make electrolysis, and that makes the actual lithium. But the chlorine is a byproduct of that. And so you don't really want the chlorine. So what I do is I take, because you don't want to fill up these pipes, because if you fill up the pipes, then it won't expel the fluid anywhere. It'll just be like, yeah, I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything more. So I have to get rid of the chlorine as soon as possible, so I have an active provider to just get rid of it on the network. So I want to make a system where I didn't want to fuck up my bot system with like too many chlorine barrels. So this requester chest actually comes over here and always has 400 barrels, and then I say if there's too many in the network, it starts loading them in and putting the chloride back into the system. So, and that's what it does. And that's what it's actually, you see it doing it right now. So if I do chloride, I didn't do a condition for that too, but that's what I'd probably do too. I'll just have this stop making chloride as well or something. But yeah, that's how I do it. Pretty cool system. Yeah, it makes perfect sense, pretty much. I'm pretty happy with that. I like the logistics of this game. These trains are really locked up here. That's my maybe regret is I think that maybe this train system was a bit too think it was maybe a bit too complex for, or maybe not too simple for what I needed, because I had a lot more trains moving here than I needed to. I think either that, or I should have moved like wood or something away, or try to spread it out across the base, which I attempted to do later by having the coal and the plastic stop up here instead. So to force them into other directions, essentially. So yeah, that's hydrogen chloride. And then we have glass here, which I showed. I think that's pretty much it for over here. So pretty happy with that. Oh, mineral water was absolutely worthless this entire game. This is the first one I ever tapped into, by the way, and I never upgraded. I never went and made like an entire system of like, there's mineral water here, there's some in like 2 other various places. I never tapped into it. Didn't need to. It wasn't necessary. One thick mineral water supply was enough for the entire game, essentially. So then over here I have it making, I think this is, what the hell is that? It's like this one. Oh, nitric acid, right. So that's used in some products, not that many. The things it only uses is mineral water, which is why it's right beside the mineral water, and then it also takes in ammonia, which you saw I bring that in from elsewhere. I don't bother bringing that in here. But it has plenty to go around. It's got 200k. It just barrels it up for the nitric acid. It's used in like AI cores and stuff, which is kind of cool. I gotta say, botting this made this mod a lot easier. I can't imagine what you'd do if you didn't bot the shit out of everything. Honestly, it's pretty good. This is my old fusion cores, which I don't actually need this anymore. This is because I had a heavy water system for that old fusion power supply. That's what it needed as one of the products, but as soon as we went to antimatter, with the matter and stuff, that we didn't need it anymore. It was done. So you can see I'm trying to break down some of the extra coal and immerse right into batter as well, because I was kind of a little bit low before, but now I have too much. Because the coal is so plentiful, and so is the immerserite. Honestly, I didn't use the immerserite either. If you look at all the immerserite deposits I could still go into. I mean, the one place I'm in right now is this one, 1.2, 854k, and then 1.3, and that's all part of the same one. Like, all these things are full, and there's a train that's going back. One train has been doing immerserite for me the entire game, and it never does anything because it doesn't need to. Because it wasn't needed. It was a resource that was highly underused, just like mineral water. So I just didn't know how much I would need. Apparently, not that much. Oh, that's my thick artillery train right here. So yeah, that's that. So then I have a beacon I set up for low density structure, which has obviously been one of the worst things, because I have it beside the plastic for a good reason. It's because it never gets enough plastic. Even right now, it's not getting enough plastic, and the problem right now is that, like, so what I did was, because the oil wasn't needed for anything other than plastic and sulfuric acid, I figured this is enough petroleum to handle the sulfuric here, which it was. It was very much so. You only need one stop for it. But when you do plastic, I immediately went and I just made another setup here. All it does is the oil comes in. It immediately, there's no storage for heavy or light oil. I break it down immediately into petroleum. The petroleum gets put into these beaconized plastic setups, and then that's it. It just goes from there. So it's actually working pretty well. It's pretty much almost 100% efficient, I'd say. Not really. It's lacking a little bit here and there, but yeah. I never got this working the way I would have wanted it to. I don't know what the slowest thing is. It says, oh, it's a fluid ingredient shortage, so it's not getting enough petroleum. So the second one doesn't get it. For some reason, it's just the distance is too much. So what I likely did here was I put too much beacons. It would never support this much. It just shouldn't have had this many. So that's life. I could have, like, maybe done something different with this, but I mean, at that point, who cares, I guess, right? Next time I would probably do things different with this. I think I was really optimistic about this setup, but I think putting it into its own stop was definitely the right choice, to basically crack it down as fast as possible, and to productivity module it so it's most efficient I could possibly be. But still, it's like, yeah, even though I have these trains that are always coming over here and doing things with it, it's like, it's just not enough throughput. I could spend days like fixing this, but that plastic is like the biggest bane. I wish that they had less plastic dependency and maybe balanced it between like the immerse and some other bullshit because I didn't use it. So, which was kind of sad. So speaking of immerse you break it down into the crack cocaine that you do here. You crush it down into the powder, and then the powder is either you smelt it down into something else, or I guess I never upgraded these either because I didn't use it. Once again, it was never necessary for me to use it, so that's pretty much it for that. Then I have some purely sand-based glass production. Simply because we need a way of getting rid of the sand, I figured that was the fastest way, you know, and it works out pretty well. And then we have some chemical plants that take in nitric acid to put in immersory crystals, which are kind of cool. Kind of like it. It's kind of fun. So once again, I do the same thing with my fluids, which is to just request a bunch of it. They go into its containers. I don't even need the big assembly machines. I really like the assembly machine differences. They were really fucking cool. I liked the fact they were different. And it was a lot of fun to basically make optimized setups around this. It was so much fun for me. Yeah, and so this one was just it's just basically taking in fluid and making sure it's all full. So I'm kind of sad I never got to really play this game at the time where the you can tell these are all done. There's no more mineable resources there. Anyways, yeah, it's just the barrels used to be a lot more OP than this, but they kind of were thinking like, oh, we want to buff the way that I don't know how the barrels work. Because fluid wagons weren't that strong or something. I don't remember exactly what the thing was. The math was off, so they decided to change it. So that's all I kind of did for that. What else do we have here? We have our Korvax set up, so we honestly didn't even use that much uranium. I think uranium was important for, I don't know, probably for a while there, because it was still being used by, what's it called? Tritium, which was used by the old fusion setup I had. So I would say you could do a pure solar game and probably not be that sad. Maybe you need a lot of space for solar. I'll tell you that much, because the solar, the fusion gave me about 20. I believe like something. I don't know how much. How much does fusion give you? It gives you like requires 500 megawatts to run. I think it was like something like I want to say like 7 gigawatts or something. I forget. You can run. It says run 20 turbines, right? How much do the turbines do? 100 megawatts times 20, so it was 2 gigawatts per fusion reactor, and the reactor itself required just 500 megawatts to actually run, which is kind of an interesting twist on it. It's kind of disappointing. Antimatter wasn't really that interesting. It was just like feed thing, get lots of power kind of thing. Your fluids, oh my, yeah. But you know, it is what it is. Like as I said, I still really like this mod. I think it's one of my favorite total conversion mods. I'll get back into some other stuff about mods, but anyways, I like the new roboports. Those were cool. At first I didn't know what I would use them for, but I now realize that it was actually meant for. Apparently this guy is like not aligned properly. I wish I'd planned out for these guys, because I kind of didn't plan out for these guys. So you can still see these old roboports are still here. So I feel like it was kind of like disappointing in that way. But it was locked behind a lot of research though. You want a good total conversion mod? Anomaly in Factorio? Are you kidding? Oh shit, I gotta play that. What else do we got here? So we have our blue chip setup. This was eventually going to be basically put behind, you know, I productivity moduled all of them, but I was eventually going to put it into like one thick assembler and have it go really fast with beacons, but I never made a setup for that because we got to the end of the game now, so, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I haven't decided if I want to continue this one anymore, but I'm still talking myself into it, so I'll see. Fusion reactors gets the antimatter cores, which comes from the matter. So really not much too particular about that. That's what I mean, it's oversimplified. Is this the end? I'm not sure. I'll talk about that after though. I mean, it's more like I'll ask you guys what you want to see. So, so I have this making productivity modules. I'm just doing an overview of the base just to show you guys, in case you haven't seen every single facet of it. I have productivity modules and efficiency modules. I only ended up using efficiency modules in some of those really, really expensive buildings. Mostly these power charger ones, just because it made a lot of sense there, because you could just copy a bunch of them. I never did use them over here, I think. No, I just did speed modules here, because it didn't make a difference if I was going to speed them up anyways. But those ones I did use efficiency modules. And here's my research servers. So this is using the version 1 beacons. When we have the singularity beacons, which are really, really fucking good. And you can see the rocket took off. That's all my research going on right here. So I would have probably upgraded this at some point to the better beacons, but it wasn't necessary. And let's see, so this is the old fuel refineries. Right there. These ones I could have used an upgrade, but I didn't do it. Ironically, though, ammonia is basically out now. We don't have enough ammonia anymore. So, we only had one ammonia train. So, why is it? Yeah, so we actually would have had to copy more of it because it's just getting used a lot more. We have electronic components, once again, our little beaconized setup there. Same thing with, so chips to red chips, which is, you know, they don't require as many copper plates in this one. The other disappointment I had for this and some intermediate products, they didn't do a whole lot with, like, what's it called? They didn't do anything with expensive mode. This is Deathworld Marathon. I don't think there's a difference. I don't think they made it a difference. I think they just balanced it for one mode. But that's at least how it looks to me. Speed modules I did actually beaconize. I would have done the same with productivity modules, but I figured, though, that speed modules were getting far more used, mostly because, look at this, how many speed modules I use here compared to efficiency modules. Just didn't make any sense to me. Here's the mall I had. My regret was that I overcomplicated it. I should just done one chest per thing. I don't know why I did it like this at all, to be honest. I don't know, because it's like one of those things you can't copy and paste into things. I wasted too much time on this one. It just wasn't worth it. Next time I'll know just to do it like that, but it just requests the things it wants and that's it. And then obviously beacons were like a major issue for a long time, so I'm just gonna make a shit ton of them. And mine are level 3s, you know. The fusion reactor setups I had too. Okay, so these are energy control units. These I also had a lot of problems with. Right now, it's having a problem with plastic, so, you know, it is what it is. Plastic is forever the bane of this base. Some energy control things. Rocket control units are here, too. Never beaconized that either. Robot assembly machines, never did anything for this either. But I just have, like, a circuit network thing. If there's not enough bots in the network, I just give it more, kind of a thing. What else is there? I did beaconize the battery setups because I did require those for a long time. So, but yeah, we have a ton of batteries, so that just didn't have any issues. There was some oil right in the middle of the base that I never fully tapped into either, which is funny. I probably should have just, you know, got rid of all of it, but I didn't do that. AI cores, this is the only AI cores I think I ever had. I think I meant to beaconize those too, but the problem is, like, I just have a ton of them. I mean, if I were to go really into the late game research, I guess I would have to fix it, but, you know, there's that. Like, power is just not a problem right now. I have 82 gigawatts, who cares? Fertilizer for all the tree needs, because we use it all over the place. The old furnaces for strong bricks, because I use it here. This is where I was getting the concrete for all these bases. I put some buffer chests there. Just to kind of like give it some more for when I start placing it, but like I said, I ended up after a certain point I didn't need it anymore, so it wasn't necessary. So it's kind of one of those interesting things. Even stone bricks I don't think are particularly used anymore in the sciences, because they basically deprecated the rest of the sciences. They stopped getting used. Yeah, just trying to think if there's anything I didn't mention here. Oh yeah, this is the rocket research stuff. It's because you need the space research, so you need to, like, automatically, and that's apparently maybe the slow part right now, but it's mostly likely to, well, first off, I didn't speed module this setup at all. I just copied and pasted it again when I realized I was running a bit low. So that was kind of I guess a mistake. So, How long is it gonna take? Oh, it's just limited by fuel, you know. So, once again, if I beaconize this fuel, and I have to basically would have to extend this one too, because this is now running out. So you look at this, it's just going to fill up all the way, and it's like basically done. It's been running out ever since. So, this is how I get my research going for that space science. So that would be how the vanilla game ends, but I don't end it that way, kind of thing. Yeah, that's basically it. I make some satellites here and some rudimentary setup. Once again, I never felt the need to change it because I have 48 in storage. It's never the slow part of this. So yeah. I put as much as I could into this thing. So yeah, it was kind of like, yeah, it was obviously a bit rushed at the end, but I think I could have definitely won it a little bit before that. I was just kind of having fun trying to deal with the plastic, and the plastic's still a fucking problem, so, you know, it's not quite fixed, is it? Is it now? So, I guess. So, new game now? Well, here, let me get into some stats first, because you guys like stats, don't you? So, production statistics. So, we'll just say, I mean, should we do overall? I mean, I made 213 million copper cables. That's the thing I made the most of, actually. But I'll say, and the consumption is 30k singularity cards. Damn. Oh, well, no, it's just like, it's ordered weirdly. I'll just say like hourly right now. So 3.3 million copper cables, 3.3 plastic bars, 3.3 million plastic bars. We need a lot more than that. That's the really sad part. I don't even know how we're consuming that much pipe. I don't know what the hell consumes that much pipe in this factory. Probably engine units, actually. That's the thing that does it. You know, electronic components. Like I said, immersive power, very disappointing. We didn't need it. The iron ore I expected not to need, but immersive ore is just as useless as iron ore in a lot of ways. So quartz, advanced circuits really kicked down, but I think a lot of this is limited by the plastic or bar production. It is way overtuned for that. It should be a lot less of that, because look at that, 3.8 million plastic bars. It is the most consumed thing in this factory. It's ridiculous. Belts are consumed for, I think, one of the sciences. It has to be. I made 3 intergalactic transceivers. We only use 8 satellites per hour, so, you know, we don't need that much of those. And fuel, we make 10k, and we consume 10k as well. So that's a lot of fuel we make and we can consume. Yeah, it basically produces as much as it consumes. So, you know, consume 5.3k rocket control units, things like that. Like I said, these things are used for the satellites, so it is what it is. So fluids every hour. I'll look at consumption. We consume 18 million crude oil and almost 30 million petroleum. And like I said, all of that is at that other base. It's not here. Sulfuric acid is pretty high too, at 6.3. It says 17 million light oil, but I'm guarantee that's because it's cracking it down to petroleum anyways. It counts as a consumption. A lot of ammonia usage. Not that much matter usage. I actually didn't get a lot of matter. I didn't really see the point of using it as a way of getting intermediate products, even because it just consumes a lot of power to do that. But I can see that being a thing where you set up something where like you just bring in the raw resources of anything, and it makes it into something your factory needs basically, which is kind of cool. I think that was the point of it, but obviously I didn't need it. So yeah, we'll say that's pretty much that's as many fluids as we make. Buildings, this doesn't matter because this is useless. Question mark. Destructible tile proxy. I've destroyed 2 of those. So, it is what it is. Iceblade confiscatory. So, you can say since the beginning of time, we have deconstructed 92 deconstructible tile proxy. I believe that's biomass. It has to be biomass. Yeah, it's probably biomass. So that's all it likely is. Plastic is the future, yeah, I know. Large roboports. 90? I've deconstructed 90 large roboports? I guess so. You can see there's a lot of crap in here, a lot of trees and stuff. Pollution in the last hour we've made, well, you can see what the things that have consumed it. A lot of biters, basically. A lot of biters. Look at that. Tiles, 99k. But the pollution is generally created by the chemical plants. That is actually the biggest pollution provider. Then it goes right into crushers, and then the miners and stuff like that. So chemical plants are really greedy on that stuff, which is surprising. Not even the oil refiners come close to it, but then again, I have a lot more of it in my actual base. So the trains also make 45k pollution, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I can totally see you winning this game like as like a green run. You just use the eco-friendly fuel, you know. You just make solar, you know. It's just on Deathworld. It's just not really worth the time, is it? So overall, mines did produce like 50 million pollution. We did have the air purifier system that we had before at 19 million for consumption of the pollution, which is kind of nice. And the greenhouses did help a little bit too along the way. But yeah, assembling machines did it. Gas power made a lot, but we consumed it right back with air purifiers, if you recall. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And kills. So in the last hour alone, we've killed like 7.5k big spitters, big biters. I'm gonna try that evolution virus, by the way. I'm gonna try and make one of those. But I've lost 2.4k construction bots, but mostly because they attack a sentry, or sorry, a laser turret, and then they get attacked by a spitter or something, and then they die. So that's been the lamest thing that has died all the time. Laser turrets, straight rails, because they were attacking my rails for a long time there, like a really long time. So I didn't. They destroyed a lot of them. Walls. I don't know how they destroyed mining drills. And this is probably me nuking my own shit, honestly. But for all I know, actually, they probably did that no more towards the beginning of the game. Now I think about it. So I mean, they killed an artillery cannon. They killed 2 solar panels. That was when they destroyed the outposts, because they made outposts to make to basically scan around, things like that. But yeah, I've killed a lot of biters. Killed a lot of biters. Oh, these are my kills. So I've killed 1 rock. 1 pipe to ground. Oh man, that's some good shit. Alright. Plant trees? I don't want to plant trees. Who the fuck wants to do that? So I need to go over here for a sec. So, I guess that will segue into the next discussion, which we will have in just a second. I'm just going to put down this guy. Oh. Oh, I think it's one of those things that I think it's made by the Biolab. Anti-biter virus capsule, yeah, Biolab. Biolab. So what else do we need for this guy? I want to try planting one of these down. It needs biomethanol and nitric acid. Are you fucking kidding? Biomethanol, of all things? Well, we gotta get some biomethanol then. We gotta see how that works. Craft. Wood, oxygen, steam. So we gotta get some chemical plants and stuff, and burner things and whatever. What are they called? Refineries? No. I thought I had a thing making them. Yeah, okay, I guess I never got them. So the interesting thing about these biolabs is I can't actually go and say, like, it's right now crafting speed of 1. I can't just go and add a bunch of things here and then go like, oh, I want to add things here. It's still a crafting speed of 1. So it's literally, you're stuck at whatever the fuck the speed that you come in with, so, you know, it is what it is. I need some, where's my burner? boiler. So we're gonna have to bring some oxygen over. This is a really convenient thing about how the system works, is I can just bring in whatever I want, you know, and that's it. I need to bring water in here? What the fuck? Is there water here? No. Oh, I could just bring in water by barrel, honestly. So let's do this for a second here. So let's go bring some wood as well over or something. Or actually, to be honest, I could just bring over all that fuel I have. There you go. Bring all that over. That's a good fuel source. So we'll wait for that to come over, and then what else do we need here? Just 2 of these. How long does this take to make? 600 seconds of crafting time. What the fuck? So you cannot improve this at all. You cannot improve this. It's just how long it takes. There you go. Oh, this needs wood too. Let's wait for this thing to bring its wood over. I don't think I have any wood for it. So that kind of gets back into, I think, what I wanted to kind of segue into, which was, I guess while we're waiting for this guy to go, which we're not having a good time with this. How much does it make? 120? Yeah, only needs 50. So, obviously at this point, you guys have realized that we're kind of at the end of this one. So I was kind of, so my plan originally was I was going to make like some of these things more efficient, and like you kind of could tell I was could have done the intergalactic transceiver probably like 2 sessions ago, but I didn't do it. But now we're at the point where, you know, we finished it. So I don't necessarily really do mega bases all that much. I mean, this is as mega bases I get right here. I mean, I could continue to work on this one, so I can just save and continue to work on it. So that's one thing I could do. The second thing I could do is move on to another game for a little bit and eventually come back to Factorio with another mod in mind, or this mod again or something, I don't know. Because we never did play with Pat a whole lot, I guess. So I don't know what the point of making a new game would be, to be honest. Look at him go. Just absolutely wrecking those things. So yeah, these things are going slowly but surely. Back to the Patlab factory? Well, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. You guys have basically seen the shit out of this game. So I'm just thinking of switching it over to something else for a little bit, and then maybe coming back to Factorio another time. So I'll see. So I'll tell you this much. So they are planning on an expansion for Factorio. If you guys haven't seen it, they're just going to do an expansion for this game, because they're basically like at the point where like, oh, we're all done. There's nothing else for us to do, right? So that's why everyone's like, oh, well, we can just do like, yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Try Dyson Sphere Project? Yeah, that could be the thing I try out. I don't know if I want to try it right away. It's like a one city builder after another. We killed 1 million biters. Jeez. So yeah, that could be something we do. I don't know. So I was kind of thinking of giving it a break for a little bit, you know, and then maybe starting up another game. I don't know what I would start up right now. I haven't quite thought that far ahead. Yeah, like me and Pat have been playing a little bit of PoE on the side, but that's also like kind of like kind of thing. Like it's okay. It's just not like wonderful stream content every single day. So I'm trying to think of what I want to do right now. I don't know if what I have on my list right now. Maybe like just play some Doom Eternal or something that's more shooty or something. I don't know, because I didn't do that, I think. as well. But yeah, it's I mean it's a absolutely fabulous mod, absolutely fabulous. Some of the options, by the way, I'll put your way. So I did get Bobs and Angels a try at one point, and I think I got as soon as I got into like fluid management, I fucking hated it. I'm willing to give it another try just because I know more about the game than than I did before. Because now that I've done like more shit with trains, successful bot bases like this one, some other stuff, I've learned a lot. I feel so. I feel like I could plan that out a lot better now. That is like, by the way, some hardcore hell. But I would do that in like Rail World or some shit. That's what I would do for that, not Death World. I think that isn't worth the Death World run for the first time. Um, and I could maybe try and do some interesting things with that. Those mods. DSP. Okay. I'm hearing a lot of Dead Sincere Project. Like I said, I wasn't against going to that game anyways. I just didn't want to do it right away. That's too many Factorio games at once. I do like a little bit of a break at some point. I'm just waiting for these things to go. I'm playing it right now. It's so awesome. Because I feel like that one's one I have to like. I'm gonna sit down and I'm probably gonna do the same thing I did with this game, which is I fucking played it for like basically a month straight. I'm not gonna lie, because this is 120 hours of fucking playtime. Holy shit! You can break up the factory game with Red Alert 2. Thing is, Ken isn't super available right now, I think, so, which is the person I would have wanted to do that with. But like I said, there's always option 3, guys, where if you guys like this base, I don't mind trying to optimize it and make it into like a super factory that basically does a bunch of stuff. But honestly, it does look to me like it's going to be basically be like a matter of see plastic, make more plastic, and you know, like I'm going to just take this entire setup, copy it, paste it over here, essentially. Or something like that, and make like maybe another train stop, honestly, as well. Because if I look right now, I'm probably going to see that, oh look, it's what do you know, it's plastic bars somewhere at the bottom there. You know, it's constantly required. I want to sit down and play Factorio or DSP, but you can't for some reason. It's not easy to play these kinds of games sometimes, because it's more of like it's a very different kind of fun. I'll say that much. It's the kind of fun where you're like, you know, you want to turbo optimize your base. So I'm not bored, I'm just tired. Because I never did anything with these. So it's not for everybody. It's not everyone's kind of fun. That's the thing about it. I'm greatly amused by this. And how shitty these plastic stomps are. You think you're just horribly depressed or something? I don't know. Mike, are you getting burnt out on what? On this game? Yeah, I would say. I played it for like a month straight, dude. Like, actually, we were playing it for a month and a half straight, because I was playing it with Pat before this. So, that would be the burnout for me. So, the other thing is, I was doing this with my work stuff going on, so, you know, that's the thing. I do wanna like go out more and stuff, and like go outside and whatever, but problem is it's really fucking cold. So, what a time to actually finish this, and even though I want to go out and do some stuff, it's like I can't right now. So, it is what it is. Because I do need to go out a little bit more, because I'm trapped inside for this whole fucking quarantine. Like, I actually just want to make a habit of, like, you know, every weekend go on like a long walk somewhere at least. But I'd like to do it a couple times a week too, just because, you know, I feel it'd be good for me, because I feel like I'm too sedentary. I can actually feel it like that. Like, you know, I sit around too much, right? I basically work in front of the computer, then I get off and I basically do more stuff in front of the computer, basically. Stuff, because I've been trying to fix up my eating habits too, but it's like, you know, it's slow going, right? It's slow going. I want to combine it with some stuff. That's the thing is, I ended up not. I do much less than I used to because of the fucking Corona shit. So I don't want to be inside all the time. It's really not good for me. So I'm probably just gonna risk COVID and go work out and try and be happy. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to have any health issues, so that's all. And I feel like if I stay on the route I'm basically gonna have health issues. So, because especially nowadays, I feel like I feel the cabin fever and I feel like shit some of the time when I'm like inside too much. So that's part of what I want to be doing as well. So that's why I'm like I don't want to necessarily commit to doing like another fucking month of games like this because I actually want to. The weather is starting to get better, so I actually want to now force myself to go and do some other things now too. I kind of did that last summer as well, so it's just like this year it's been like fucking COVID all over the place. So it's like how the hell do you there's nothing to do, right? Because nobody's doing anything this year. So get some sun. Well, it is a winter thing. I take vitamin D and stuff, but yeah, I want to do some more shit like that. So that's a thing. I'm a little bit out of shape too, so it's just like I want to. It's literally just because for like the last, like even before COVID hit, I was like really focusing on work, so I wasn't doing a whole lot, and then when COVID hit, it was like, well, now I have every excuse not to be basically a lazy piece of shit and literally not doing anything. So. Yeah, with Corona lockdown has come exactly. Right now it's really cold though. Just like it's not usually this cold. It's actually uncharacteristically cold right now where I am in North America. So it's like I've never felt it this cold here before. So I'm not gonna bother really doing anything in the next few days. But it's gonna warm up like next week. So that's all. Like it's actually the perfect time to start doing something else for a little bit. But it's not to say I'm not gonna stream anymore. It's just like. I'm still gonna stream, but it's like it's one of those things people were asking, like when am I gonna go back to like video format for like LPs and stuff. I'm like I don't know if I will do that necessarily right away, not at least not for a while, because I'm trying to do some other things, right? So not used to the wet coast being this cold, eh? No, I mean I come from Ontario, so I'm used to cold. But like you have to understand, like a lot of the buildings in the on the West Coast, they're not meant to be this cold. Like I have like single pane windows and like very little insulation in this place, so like my electric heaters are going on all the time because that's just how they are, So, oh, looks like they're done. All right, ready, guys? Butter evolution down to 71%. The hell? What is it doing? What do these even do? Drastically low. Will reduce drastically the biter population on the surface where the virus is released. Also reduce the. I don't even know what it's doing. Oh, it killed a worm here, and a thing here. What if I do another one at the same time? Even though it's lagging right now. So I think it's just systematically destroying some of the worms and stuff. Which is really weird. Lag bomb again, tick to kill feed. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, every 5 seconds it's killing like 500 worms. Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So I could have done this earlier, but this was another thing I kind of held off on, and I didn't bother doing it. Yeah, you can see that they're dying slowly. Interesting. That's all that does. It just like kills worms on the surface. I don't really know why you'd want to do this. It says it lowers biter evolution, but it just went back up to 94. But it also might be the fact that I had just ridiculous pollution, so it may have just gone back up immediately. Like, look at this fucking pollution cloud. Generally, there was a time in this game where I stopped giving a shit about what the biters thought about my factory plans, so. Anyways, yeah, no. Yeah, I want to go out some more this year, especially, because I did so a little bit this summer as well, but, like, not as much as I wanted to. Because I was focused, because like the weird thing is, as soon as like, if you remember when COVID hit, so usually in the winters I go into like a I don't do much mode, right? And that's why I'm like here right now streaming, because I don't do much in the winter. There's nothing to do in Canada in the winter, honestly. It's kind of just shit, cold and boring, you know. So, you know, usually I'd go to the gym, but I haven't gone to the gym this year because, you know, fucking like I'm not going to the gym with COVID going on. I didn't feel the need to, even though we didn't have very high cases. I could have gone. I guess it was more of an excuse than anything, so it's more my fault. But you know, I'm not gonna blame COVID for all this stuff. But yeah. But anyways, yeah. So usually I don't do as much and stuff, and yeah, and so you know, last year or two, I've been doing a lot of work related stuff. Um, and so you know, basically now we're at the point where it's like I don't know. I'm just at the point where I'm like I need to be doing something else. I can't be doing this all. I can't do this as a permanent lifestyle. It's really bad. So I want to do something else. And it's really lovely here in the spring and the summer and stuff. So I want to go do some other stuff. So that's why like this was the perfect game to play at this time. It's not to say I won't do it again. I will do it again for sure because when they come out with an expansion, I'll be back here. It looks like it's calmed down slightly. So it says it reduced evolution factor. Barely did at all, honestly. It literally did nothing. It was a very worthless thing. I think you just got to throw more of them. But they take forever to make, so it is what it is. So that's kind of where I sit, and that's me being brutally honest. Is like, you know, I'm kind of like I'm not gonna say I'm not doing anything anymore, but I'm not gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna do as much as I was before. You know, because I would like to do some other things and kind of have some better hobbies. I think, you know, this because it's not good to basically be doing this kind of stupid shit all the time inside or whatever. So another 2 year long hiatus. Something I'm not going to say that because I'll still stream. Like I'm still going to be here. Just maybe not as often. That's all. Like you have to understand. I basically was here for almost a month straight, hump. So it's not like I don't enjoy it. I do enjoy it, but it's just not a good thing for me to do all the time, right? So I gotta try and do something else. Nerd lat, yeah, exactly. I feel like man, why do we not have enough artillery shells? So we are here too. Yeah, no, I know, and that's honestly like that was part of that was part of the fun of being here, you know, because like everyone was around here and it's so great, you know, like it was really fun. I I did severely enjoy this run, and will want to play more Factorio. Trust me. But just like it's one of those things that you know, someone in here was just suggesting Red Alert 2. Um, Here's my attempt at a really complex setup here for trains. That's kind of funny. Why does that one not go anywhere? Oh, because it wants to go straight. Interesting. Um, fire fire another antimatter bomb. Sure, let's fire it at these guys. So it's like I said, it's not nothing really against anybody, and nothing against anything in particular. It's just like you know, I want to try doing some other stuff. So I'll probably load up something else the next time I stream. So I'll see, because you know this factory got to a pretty good place. I would say I learned a lot. I enjoyed it. It was really fun. So I heard all the suggestions. So it's like it's one of those things. So yeah. Damn, I only fucking streamed for 2 hours, 30 minutes, 30 minutes today. That's fucking depressing as fuck. And then I'm like talking to you guys about how like I'm gonna fucking, you know, never coming back, guys. No. I wanna kind of bring the train over. Anti-butter bombs, gross, and end it all. Yeah. Oh shit. Wait. Oh. Interesting. It just destroyed a bunch of stuff, apparently. What the fuck? No, that trade. Oh, man. Whatever. I can just load it back over here. It's okay. No worries. I want to go Oh, I know how to do this. It's all good. Okay, I got the plan, guys. I got the plan. So, don't worry about the short stream. Just keep saying. Oh no, like I said, I'm perfectly fine. But this is something I was kind of planning on anyways. So, which is to, it's not like a hiatus. It's like a, it's like a, I want to do some other shit too. I'm just explaining what I'm trying to do, right? That's all. So, just know I'm around, and like I said, I'm not stopping at any point. It's one of those things. Like I'm not gonna just start another Factorio run. That's one of those things. So, that's what I didn't want to quite do that. So, anyways, so I'm gonna end it off in a very fitting way. By the way, the most fitting way I know how. And you guys may know where I'm going with this. So, thanks a lot for everyone who was here a lot. And if you're watching on YouTube, I guess, as well. I know there's a lot of people watching on YouTube, and we're enjoying this a lot, too. It was a fantastic run. Absolutely fucking great. Excellent mod. I love it so much. So, Humph guessed it. They had to go. Okay. I think they're gonna be right in range. Can you get out of here? Are you kidding? Okay. Apparently they don't have the range to hit Japan. So, whatever. So, alright guys. So, it's been fun, but Japan's gotta go, okay? So, hopefully you guys have a good one. See you on the flip side.